All right, hello everyone, and welcome to strength training. So today we're going to focus on some core conditioning. So working on some glutes, some hamstrings, abs, back, some of those components that we do tend to always target when we work out, but we're going to just put a little bit more focus on them for today. So we're going to start off with a warm-up. So let's begin first with the squats. We're going to bring the feet hip width apart and we're going to squat up and down. So we're going to aim for 10 repetitions just to get the heart pumping and the blood flowing. So here we go. Nice big lift up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so bring that right back to center. We're gonna step off to the right side, sink into the knees, come back to center, and then off to the other side. So we're gonna focus here for 10 repetitions. So here we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right, so bring the feet nice and wide. We're going to sink into the right knee. So from here, you can fold forward and you can travel from side to side if you have the flexibility to do so. If you don't, you can hang out up top and move side to side in the same way. So we're going to focus on 10 total. So we're going to move here side to side, sinking into the knees. So we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one here, and 10. Now let's bring that back to center, bend a little bit into your knees, walk your feet in, take a nice rounding of the back, roll yourself all the way up. Okay, so standing off to the side here, just so that you can see my side view, we're gonna step back into the lunge and then take a nice big knee lift up, focusing on stretching the legs, the hips, and then just moving a little bit quicker through the movements to increase the heart rate. Okay, so coming back, lift up, we've got 1, and then I want you to change it over to the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job. Okay, so pivoting over to that left side, let's bring that right leg back, pressing that heel to the floor. We're gonna pump the heel up and down, aiming for 10 repetitions, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice big stretch, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's change it over. Press the heel to the floor, big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, coming right back to center, let's focus on some core rotations. So since we are focusing a lot on core work today, we really want to focus on warming up that midsection. And remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. So let's bring that right back to center. And then what we're going to do here, we're going to take the right foot. Now we're going to work a little bit on balance and stretching out the hamstrings and lower back as well as the glutes. So just pay attention here. We're going to lift that right foot. We're going to cross it over here in front of the left foot. So from here, you're going to take a nice reach down, come back up, open up the hip, bring that leg all the way behind, come behind that stationary leg, and then bring that leg all the way back around, reach down, tap the foot. Okay, so a little bit of coordination there and some thinking. So we'll work together through it. So we're going to take the foot first. Let's cross it over. Take a nice big rotation through the hip, bring the leg behind, and then we're going to tap here, folding forward. Lift it right back up. Bring the leg all the way back around, tap the foot here, and then draw another circle around that hip. Bring the leg behind, tap the inside of the right foot, and then bring that leg all the way back around. So let's keep going for 3 more. So we've got 1, fold forward, 2, and then last full one around here. And this is 3. Okay, so now we switch feet. Now take your left one, cross it over the right one. Big rotation around. Step behind now the right foot. Touch the inside of the left foot. Let's bring it back up. Big cross around. 1, 2, let's try to move a little bit quicker, focusing on that balance, and we kind of understand the movement here. 3, so working on a little bit of that mobility here, of course, with the hip. 4, 5, 6, we'll aim for 2 more here. 7, last one, and 8. Okay, good. All right, so let's give some self-love here. Self-love hugs, opening and closing that chest, stretching that back, and just remember to breathe. Okay. So we're gonna come into a little bit more stretching, focusing on some flexibility, range of motion. So coming forward, we're gonna tilt forward and then lift right back up. So just notice that my toe taps here in the back. I lengthen through the hamstring here, arms reaching down. If you notice here in my folding forward, my back is flat and in line with my hip. And then the leg that's extending out behind here also comes into alignment with that hip. So bring the toe back, okay? So we're gonna do 10 reps on each side. Fold forward, so stretching it out. We're taking your time. 1, stretching this hamstring here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, nice and controlled, nice stretching out here, 9, last one, and 10. All right, good job. Let's change it over to the other side. So it's planting that foot. Now really lengthening the opposite leg now, fold forward. 1 toe tap at the back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. All right, good job. Okay, so you should feel that nice lengthening of the hamstring, folding forward of the upper body, really lengthening that one leg. You're really getting that mobility, focusing on the flexibility, really allowing those muscles to elongate. Okay, good. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come into a stationary lunge. So any degree is fine. Now taking note here of my back foot, I'm gonna shift my weight a little bit forward here and then rock it back. But it's the back foot that's doing all the work. Okay, so notice here, I push through my toes and I shift a little bit forward and then I rock it back. Okay, so we're just gonna go for 10 repetitions. So this is just all part, we're just dynamically warming up. We're just working into things here. You're just really waxing out the joints, your muscles, and just taking your time. So here we go, we've got 1, 2, so all the movements come from the back foot, if you note here. 3, 4, and if you notice, I'm shifting forward and back. I'm not raising up to do this movement. That's a big mistake that a lot of people make. So they raise up and then they come down into it. It's not like that. So I want you to think about your movement in that back foot where it's shifting you forward and back in the lunge position. Okay, so I'm not lifting out of my lunge to do the movement. So let's do a couple more here. Good, and change sides. So sitting into my knees here, any degree is fine, and then forward and back through those toes. So just doing some rocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job. Okay, so next one we're gonna do here, we're gonna come into the squat position. Now I'm gonna have you do a few of the pulses, and then we're gonna fold forward, stretching out, if you notice here, the backs of the legs, the lower back, do a little few rocks here side to side, bending and extending the knees, maybe shifting the weight side to side, and then back into a few pulses. Okay, so we'll start with the pulses first. We'll go with 5. So let's lower down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fold it forward, a few maybe knee rocks or shifting the weight a little bit side to side, and then coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fold it forward, a few knee shakes, maybe a few rocks side to side, and then back to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fold it forward, a few knee shakes, maybe a few rocks side to side, and back to one more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then last little knee shake here, and then side to side, a little bit of a bend. Okay, so let's move it on down to the mat. Okay, so next exercise, now we're coming a little bit more out of our warm-up, working into our core work. So we're gonna cross the leg over here. So the ankle's just resting above the knee. We're gonna lift up into bridge and then lower back down. So we're gonna go for 10 reps. All right, so let's get ready, and here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, squeeze the glutes a little, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's change it over. Open up the left knee, big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna do the clamshell. So laying on your side. So we can do the basic clamshell, lifting up and down, or if you want, you can do the side plank, lift the knee, and lower back down. Okay, so let's get ready. We'll do either one of those. Big lift up. We've got 1, 2, 3. So resting that elbow right underneath the shoulder. 4 if you're doing those lifts. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more on this side, big lift up, and 10. Okay, so let's change it over to the other side. Okay, so let's get ready now. Here we go, big lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here, and 10. Okay, good job. All right, so we're gonna bring that into tabletop. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna extend the leg, lift it up, and then bring the knee in, and then back out and lower down. We're gonna do all one side. Okay, so just move up a little bit here, abs nice and tight. Okay, so here we go. We got 1, lift that leg, bring it in. 2, lift the leg. 3, toe tap at the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's change it over to the other side. Okay, so extending that leg out, Nice big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. All right. Okay, so in between, let's lay on the back. We're gonna cross the legs over. So notice I just cross my legs as if I was sitting in a cross-legged position, seated at a chair. So I want you to draw the knees in, rest the palms on the shins, stretching the glute. Now I got my left leg crossed over my right, so I'm gonna feel it more on my left side. Okay, so predominantly those 3 exercises worked the primary, which was the glute. We had some hamstring movements in there. Of course, some joint movements as well. Lower back, abs. Okay, so lower down, crisscross over the other side. Draw those knees in. Take a nice stretch here. Remember to breathe. And then rest. Okay, so we're gonna come back to crossing the right leg over the left one. So you're bringing the ankle just above the left knee. Okay, so we're going back to that one-legged glute bridge. Okay, so nice big lift up. We're gonna go for 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so cross it over the other side. So nice big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one here, and 10. Okay, good job. So back to laying on your side for clamshells. Okay, so remember now we had the one where we're resting on the mat, and then we have the one where we're lifting and doing the clamshell at the top of the side plank. Okay, so let's get ready. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's change it over. Okay, so other side. Here we go. Big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so bring that right back to tabletop, palms underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's extend the right leg out and then bring it into the side. Okay, for 10, here we go. 1, 2. So don't forget to lift the leg, squeeze the glute, bringing it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, sway the hips side to side. Give that other one a little bit of a break. Okay, so coming back, other side, extend the leg, lift up, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, good work. Let's sway those hips side to side. Let's take a little bit of a break. Grab yourself a drink, and then we're going to move on. Okay. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to work on the posterior part of the body, mainly the back and a little bit through the shoulders. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start off with the we're going to do these snow angels. Sorry, I had to, to think about what I was going to do there. Okay, so coming down. Now we're going to lift the toes off the mat. Now, if you can do that, that's great. If not, then leave the toes on the mat. And we're bringing the fingertips to the temples. So we're going to extend the arms out to the sides, bringing them at shoulder height. Flip the palms up, then bend at the elbows to connect your fingertips with the lower back. And then you just go back exactly the same way that you rotated around, okay? All right, so the upper chest is a little bit lifted off the mat because then you'll feel your back engage. So here we go. So we'll start now. 1, 2, we'll aim for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. So let's place the palms underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes underneath. Let's gently press away. Okay, so what we're going to do next to focus on the core and the back, we're going to do a hands-free push-up. So from the knees, we're going to lower ourselves down, and then you're going to lift your palms off the mat, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then staying on the knees, we're going to press away. Okay, so let's aim for 10. So let's lower down, hands free, press away. 1, 2. Let's just a little lift here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more. 7, 8, 9, Last one here. And 10, and press away. Okay, so next one we're gonna do, we're gonna use some weights for the next set. So in the bent over position, we're gonna focus on the rear flies. So folding forward, we're gonna bring the arms out to the sides. So now just remember that when you do this one, you wanna see the dumbbells in the peripheral vision as you lift out to the sides. So in the bent over position, so the back is a little bit flat here. So making sure that you're taking a nice little bend into the knees. Now you can also do this without the dumbbells if you choose. So you can just work through range of motion and mobility, which is fine. And you can also do it in the seated position. So say for instance, you want to sit on the edge of your chair, you can sit and lean forward and do the same movement. Okay, so let's get ready. Folding forward, here we go, nice big lift. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, perfect. Okay, so let's rest. And then we're gonna hit the mat again. We're gonna work on the snow angels, then back to the hands-free push-up, and then the rear delts again. Okay, so back down to the mat. Maybe grab a quick drink. Okay. Okay, so focusing on snow angels first. Hands to the temples. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So don't forget to flip the palms up when you do this one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good job. So we're gonna do the push up. So remember, from your knees, we're gonna press away, lower down, hands free, squeeze the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Okay, so let's bring that right back to the seated rear fly. So again, you can use your dumbbells, or you can just use the arm movement without the dumbbell, which is fine too. You're just working on mobility, range of motion, some flexibility, rather than putting the dumbbells in to focus on strength. Okay, so folding forward, I'm gonna go without the dumbbells again. So nice big lift out to the side. 1, 2, squeezing my upper back. 3, focusing on my rear delts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just aim for 2 more here. 1 and 2. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so let's take a quick little rest for the last 4 minutes or so. We're going to do something else, and then we're going to cool it down. Okay. Okay, so still sticking to the theme with the core, we're gonna move it on down to the mat. So we're gonna do some lower ab work, and we're gonna do the reverse curl. So laying on your back, feet to the sky, and we're gonna lift the hips and lower the hips. So we're gonna aim for 10. So let's get ready. Here we go. Big lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, so next one here, you guys can stay laying flat on the floor. We're gonna do what I call slow-mo leg lower. So maintaining pelvic tilt, bring the right leg to the sky, lower the leg, slow motion, and then bring it back up. 1, so maintaining pelvic tilt, 2, working those lower abs here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, change it over to the other side. Lower down, big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, big squeeze up. 7, slow-mo down. 8, slow-mo down. 9, slow-mo. Last one, big squeeze. 10, and down. Good. Okay, so last exercise, we're going to do knees in and out again, focusing on those lower abs, the pelvic tilt. So we're going to bring the knees up, bending at 90 degrees, maybe arms out to the sides. Try to maintain the pelvic tilt, and we're going to press away. So just remember, the lower that you press away with the legs, like the lower you go towards the floor, the harder it's going to be to maintain that pelvic tilt. So if you're not quite there, go a little bit higher. It'll be a little bit easier, more controlled. Okay, so here we go. Big lift. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract those abs. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more here. And 10. All right. Good job, guys. Okay, so we're going to start cooling down. Take a nice big stretch. Reach overhead. Point those toes, maybe. Take a big shin stretch. And then we'll bring the knees in. We'll hug it in. Take some rock and roll side to side. Okay, so just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Okay, so let's come right back to center here, and then back to that glute stretch where we cross the left leg over the right. Bring the knees in, rest your palms on the shins, pulling down a little bit with gravity, stretching the glutes. Okay. Good, switch sides. Cross it over, bring those knees in, pulling down a little bit. Good. Okay, let's bring the arms out to the sides, drop the knees to the left, turn the head to the right. Just taking a nice stretch down the side of the body. So just remember to breathe here, don't hold the breath. And then back over to the other side. And then we'll just come right back to center and then flip it over to one side here, just pressing yourself up with a little bit of support. And then we're just going to do cat pose, cow, dropping the belly, lifting the chin and tail, and then cat. And drop the belly down. And then just side to side, move those hips. And then nice big stretch, reaching those arms out, coming into a child's pose. And then we'll just roll it up. And then coming back, we're going to thread the needle, bring the right arm through the left side. Just take a nice stretch here, nice rotation through that core. And then press away, and we'll go to the other side. Just take a nice stretch. Thread the left arm through the right. And then we'll come back to center. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the workout for today, and we'll see you back here real soon. Take care. Bye for now.